Gareth, well done. Another pretty slick attacking performance here at home. How much did you enjoy being part of that?
Yeah, no, massively. I think that's why I come here. The attacking players we have is amazing. Not just the ones who plays tonight, but the other ones on the bench. And yeah, we're all pushing each other. And yeah, nice to get the 3 points again.
I mean, it is some front three or four, as you say. Lucas has just walked behind you, or Dele. It's quite a unit, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. And yeah, there's a lot of fighting for places. So yeah, you have to stay on your toes. You have to keep working hard. And yeah, we're in a good moment now, getting the confidence back, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Both goals laid onto you for you tonight by Harry Kane. How good is he to play with?
Yeah, fantastic. An incredible striker, showed again tonight, and he's been so consistent. So yeah, obviously a fantastic performance again from him, and yeah, lucky to have him here.
Is Sonny okay with that? You're sort of muscling in on his guy a little bit, aren't you?
No, Sonny's fine. Obviously, all of us want to score, but we all know the most important thing is we score for the team, to help the team to get 3 points, and we keep moving on.
6 and 6 for you now. How good are you feeling?
Yeah, feel good. Yeah, it takes a bit of time sometimes, but yeah, I'm experienced enough to be patient, and yeah, it is what it is.
What does take the time? Is it a case of waiting to feel good for your body to feel good, or you just need the opportunities?
I think a bit of both, but yeah, you have to feel good, and you have to feel good then to take your opportunities. So yeah, it's football's a strange thing. You can go through bad form, good form. So yeah, it's just about being patient, and when you get your chance, trying to take it.
I mean, you're starting to get back to those numbers from your first spell. Can you be that player again over a consistent spell, do you think?
Time will tell, but yeah, I'm not 21 anymore. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep working hard every game, take each game as it comes, and yeah, we'll go from there.
What changes then when you're not 21 anymore? How much harder does it get?
Yeah, no, of course, your body changes over time. You haven't got that kind of youthfulness where you can recover quickly, keep going, sprinting for 90 minutes. So yeah, you learn your body as you get older, and that's what I'm having to do. And
you've touched on it already. Do you sense that confidence is flowing through the team again?
Yeah, we obviously knew we went through a bad moment, but we're an experienced enough team to be patient, to keep working hard, and yeah, I think we're building on our confidence still. We're playing a lot better, and hopefully we can keep continuing to put in good performances.
Yeah, 6 and 6. He says he's not 21 anymore. Most important thing, Paul, I guess, is not to retire too early.
Yeah, a few people have made that mistake before, Steve. Yeah.
But in all seriousness, he's got 6 in 6. How look when he's with Son and Kane?
Yeah, they do look a different team. The threats they've got going in them forward areas, as good as anything in the league, really. It's just behind them that's probably the problem. But you know, if you keep him fit, as I said before, the quality he's shown throughout his career at Real Madrid, OK, he's been quiet the last couple of years, hasn't played a lot of games, hasn't played a lot of football. But he's looking fit, he's looking sharp, and it's not just his goals, it's the quality he brings as well. A great left foot, switches a play at times. He's brilliant, and he's got a lot of confidence. And look, I think if Tottenham are going to finish in the top 4, he's going to have a big part to play, and he's got to try and stay fit.
Well, he had a big part to play in the second half, didn't he? Very early on, having helped.
Most definitely, I think, like Paul said, the quality he has here to play around the corner and then come inside, and he still manages to see the far post, and he's passed the ball, and he's obviously followed his run like taught. He doesn't get it, and as you're told, if you don't get it the first run, to try and make another one, and that's basically what he's done.
Yeah, this is great. Forward passing to start with, and follows his ball, similar to a goal that they scored against Fulham the other day. But I'm really interested in this type of area. You see, just takes a little look at Kane, and what he's doing is he's waiting for his main man to make his move. Is he going to go near post? Is he going to go far? Kane makes that peel-off run. And I just want you to track then Gareth Bale, because a lot of people switch off in this situation. Once the ball comes in, Bale points to the near post. He's going to go near post. But instead of, when the ball comes over, it's all really important as an attacking player to think, right, where's this next one going to come? It's gone over my head. Don't switch off. Now get yourself in a different position. And the timing of this run now, he can see he's 2-3 yards behind Kiyati, but he times it absolutely perfectly for when Kane nods it back across. And when we just see it looks easy, it's a great time of the run, and don't underestimate how brave he is there. He could get a head flying in his face as he scores this, but that doesn't matter. It's all about trying to get a goal. So bravery, timing of runs, direction, you know, very direct play. He's always been a direct player, but I was really, really impressed with that goal.
OK, so Harry Kane had assisted. It wasn't going to be long before he got himself in the headlines, but wow. How did he get himself in the headlines?
It was a wow moment, and you know, again, he's dropping deep like we've seen a lot this season, and then he follows his pass, and I thought that the fullback Doherty actually hit it too hard at him. I thought, you know, this is he might need a touch here, but he takes it first time, Scholesy. But you mentioned he probably needed to hit it hard to him, otherwise he would have got interception.
Yeah, the midfield player there would have intercepted. I think it does feel like he has hit it a little bit too hard, but then the rest, that technique's absolutely brilliant. I don't know what angle, if we'll see that again. But watch the midfield player of Crystal Palace. Well, that's disappointing. He should really be trying to block the ball. He should try to make himself as big as possible. But unfortunately, he's on the half turn, makes himself half the size. And look, I'm not saying he might have stopped it. I don't want to take anything away from the goal and the technique of Harry Kane, but I'd be also disappointed with the midfield player there.
As soon as the goal went in as well, Sean shouted. That's a similar one to Bruno Fernandes.
We'll have a look at that in a moment. But what, from a striker's point of view, Michael, how does he see that picture? What's going through his mind?
Well, the first thing he's thinking is, I'm going to shoot. He knows he's going to shoot as you know, the fullback Doherty's got the ball, so he knows he's going to do it. But then as soon as he hits it back hard, I mean, I've seen before him thinking, oh, and take a touch, because it makes a really difficult finish. There's only one area he can score, and that's in the far post. But the problem is, when you're right-footed, your natural shape is right to left, so it obviously goes much closer to the goalkeeper. So you've got to be so precise in the finish to go to that far corner. Beckham do it over the years. We'll see Fernandes in a moment. Really, really difficult finish, especially when the ball's coming to you. Sean, you have a couple of different sort of scenarios, though, why you think this is an even harder one.
Yeah, I think this one's a bit harder, only because he has to generate the power and the dip himself. I think with Harry Kane, he can almost use the power of it coming to force the whip and dip, because that's the only option he really has when that ball comes back, is to go that side.
Yeah. I mean, my theory on it is you know, and listen, every goal is different in terms of, I might find something easier than one person, but then again, on a different finish, I might find really difficult, and these guys find it hard. I think when a ball's coming to you at that pace, to hit it into the far corner is much harder than the ball rolling away from you, because I think it's so difficult to keep it down when the ball's coming. I mean, Scholes, you've probably scored more goals than both of us outside. Which would you have preferred there? Which do you find easiest?
Well, I was never really good at any of those.
Yeah, even this one.
Well, what I would say, I think it's a little bit easier from that side, because I don't think you're thinking about hitting the top corner. I think the only thing you're thinking about from there is getting it on target and possibly aiming for the goalkeeper. I think that's the best way to visualise it, because anything on line with the keeper, he's always bending away from the goalkeeper, and it's always going into that far post, which Harry Kane's done there. The one with Fernandes, as Sean said, the thing he had to get dip on it. So whip and dip. He didn't need to do that. Which, look, they're both brilliant goals. Can you choose
You're
one?
the casting vote here. Which was the hardest? Come on.
Michael says Harry Kane's harder. Sean says Bruno's harder. So
I think Bruno's is harder.
Right. Yes. They're ganging up on you.
They're ganging up, but they scored more goals from outside the box. I'll leave it to them.
You scored 4 times as many inside the box, so that's all right. So that was 3-1, and he got his header for 4-1. Quick check on VAR.
Yeah, he deserved it. He played well, he created, he caused all sorts of problems, and it was nice for that to come back to have the goal. And it was great play all around from Spurs for me. They were stretching the game. Lucas Moura does well, particularly for me, and it makes space for everyone. But what a great ball from Son backwards, and Kane, as you know, is in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. I mentioned something before, Steve, in terms of making a near-post run. Before, it was Gareth Bale. This time, it's Harry Kane. Watch. I mean, exactly the same reaction. You don't get the first one when we roll it on here. Kane makes that near-post run, and all of a sudden, if he switches off for 1 more minute and takes one lazy stride, oh, it's not coming to me, then he's offside. We saw how close it was on VAR. But watch, as soon as he sees it goes over his head, he turns and boom, he's in the game again. Look at that. He's aware that, you know, the ball hasn't even gone past him, really. It's still in the air, it's going over, and he turns on a sixpence and boom, he stays onside, and he's got an easy finish in the end. But both goals very similar in terms of Bale and Kane. Not daydreaming. When the ball goes away from you, you think, oh, this is not my chance. But it can be. You've got to get back in and get back into the game in a different way.
Always be alert. Is that your message?
That's the one.
OK, so that takes Harry Kane individually to 1 behind Mo Salah. But to look at that with assists and goals, there he is out in front. And incidentally as well, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane have broken Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton's record for Premier League assists in one season. They had a bit of a dry spell, but over the season, and Gareth Bale's getting involved as well.
They have been quiet recently. Me and Scholes were talking before about Son's probably gone quite quiet in the last couple of months. But to beat that's a long record. Sutton and Shearer in our day, that was.
It was, yeah. No,
You're a bit younger than us.
I'm not sure where Sean was. Yeah, no, a great record. You know, just thinking of Harry Kane, it's difficult to compare him to other centre-forwards around Europe or the world, because I've never seen a centre-forward that makes so many goals for other people. It's almost like it's a stroke between a number 9 and number 10.
And is he doing that more this season under Mourinho?
More than I've ever seen. His record, as it shows, there was 40 goals and assists in one season. But he knows where people are. He's got the cleverness to see people around him that sometimes are in better positions and sometimes they aren't.
But do you think... we just heard Gareth Bale a minute ago saying your body changes, you've got to... Do you think he's playing in that sort of 10 role because of that? Or do you think it's just developed, that's what he wants to do?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's because of that, because I've never seen him as an out-and-out number 9 anyway, because he's never been... I don't think pace is his strength, is it? No. He's great finishes, scores great goals from outside the box, which not many centre-forwards do they, really? You know, sharp centre-forwards like yourself, you run away, you through on goal, you little sniffing goals, you know, in and around the 6-yard box. He's not that type of player. He can score every type of goal, I think, but his assist record and the way he brings other people into the game, he has to do that because he doesn't have that lightning pace that gets him away from people.
John, where do you stand on him and Europe's other strikers at the moment?
He's definitely up there, but he's up there with some of the greats. As we were saying while the game was going on, I think Lewandowski should get the jump for me as being the top guy, because he just does it everywhere he goes, pretty much. Every team, every level, he's always scoring. But with Kane's assists, he's rubbing shoulders with a lot of people, I think, for me, personally.